Welcome back to the tune-up of the Mustang CB1000 using the Cybernet PTA 002F chassis as used in Harvard 402 and the Amstrad radios, the Harvard H646, the Spinneytronic CB199. This is the one that uses a conventional meter, whereas the Amstrad uses the bargraph. Okay, moving on to the receiver. The first port of call for us, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate very much on this because the receiver is working so well I can hardly attenuate it down. But anyway, it's transformer 5 is the first one. So we'll just adjust that for maximum, which I have now done. I'm looking at a synad meter, I'm looking at an oscilloscope. Got the signal generator really backed off. This is a very sensitive set and they do tend to be. Moving over down to transformer 6, which is a second receive one that we do, and again that's now set. Transformer 7, which is the third one on receive, using the correct tool. This is a phosphor bronze one which we got from RS. Moving now to the next one in line, receiver number 4 one, we'll move over to the yellow tool, is transformer 8. Moving to transformer 9, moving to transformer 10, and transformer 10 is just lurking where the ceramic filter is there. I'll just zoom that in for you. It's just there. Again, that's spot on. And then the detector, which can often be overlooked and can be miles out, is transformer 11, which is there. So you've got your IF chip, which is the LA1230 from Sanyo, and then we've got the transformer 11, which is the detector. I have to put a whacking great big signal on, and we'll set the other camera on for you. Onto the oscilloscope screen as well, so you can see that. We're looking for the biggest signal on that. We'll put a big signal on the signal generator. We're looking to maximize that waveform. And we did in fact gain something there. So often that detector's overlooked. People don't know how they're set. They're set with a whacking great big signal off your signal generator. There's no other way to do it. You're looking for the maximum waveform and the maximum audio output. That's how it's done. That's now set. Now we'll move over to the squelch. The squelch is, the preset is RV5. RV5 is there. We'll back the signal generator off, and we'll just see how the squelch performs. I'll put the squelch to full on the radio, moving up the signal generator. It never comes in at all, and so we need to just back off the squelch because it's set over strong, and that we've now done. So we'll now take the squelch down to minimum, turn off the signal generator, set the squelch for its threshold position, put the signal generator back on, and it comes straight in. This really is a very sensitive example. We're doing something like 0.2 of a microvolt. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. So that concludes that. Now we need to set the S meter, which is set for 100 microvolts normally on CB radios. And right now, what's it reading? Well, it's reading just in the plus of plus 30. So we just need to adjust that. And it is RV2, which is just there. So I'll just set that with that signal from the generator. That's now set to 9, which is how it should be. It was being a bit too generous as it was set. And that concludes. It's set up, everything's spot on, and I've no doubt the customer's going to be pleased to get that back working so nicely. So back to direct talking to Chris. No receive. Could be the LA1230 IC which has failed. Otherwise you've got to start looking at the voltages around transistor 12, transistor 11, transistor 10, and even possible transistor 8. If you get yourself a copy of the service manual, which is readily available because I've uploaded it for free, the voltage chart is in the service manual. It tells you what those voltages should be. 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's all the transistors listed. Tells you whether you need a transmitter receive. You only need a cheap multimeter. What was that? £12 out of Aldi or something. It doesn't have to be expensive. And you'll soon find the fault if it isn't that. As I say, it can also be diode 11. So there we are. That concludes the Mustang CB1000, but it also does cover some of the other sets that use the Cybernet PM A002F. Hope you found that interesting.